Study Section 9. Publicity and Related Issues. Introduction. In the last study session, we examined the media used in seminar conferences, etc. In this study session, we will be looking at publicity and related issues in training program. We will begin by highlighting issues involved in publicity. Thereafter, we describe the possible ways of publicizing a training program. Learning outcomes. When you have studied this session, you should be able to describe publicity, identify ways of publishing a training program. Issues involved in publicity. Publicity is the level of awareness of an event or program by those in a society or a specific group that need the knowledge of the existence of such an event or program. It is the state of the event being known to or seen by everyone. Thus, it is common for a training program to be given some publicity. This is used training managers and directors want people in the society to know what the seminar is on and perhaps that they are being invited to attend it. It is possible for a seminar to give itself some publicity based on its effectiveness and high level of success during its administration. But all seminars and other training programs require a pre-event publicity such that the clientele required to attend may come and the possible monetary rewards expected may also follow. Attendance of some programs may, however, not be for material or monetary gains. At the same time, they are publicized because people should attend them, otherwise they will fail. In the case of seminars, there are a number of reasons why publicity may be required. These reasons are listed below. 1. The need to inform the general public that the seminar is continuing with its tradition of being organized yearly. 2. The need to inform the public with the aim of inviting clientele to attend the seminar for monetary gains to the organizers or just intellectual benefit to the clientele or both. Most seminars and workshops are for both, except purely academic ones. 3. At the academic level, seminars are publicized to ensure that other academics participate in them, thus ensuring interplay of mind and mind. 4. The need to inform authorities, governments, and corporations about the new dimensions of discourse in national and corporate issues and thus ensure that they listen on as the seminar progresses and indeed participate actively in the event. 5. The possibility of getting dignitaries to attend the opening program so that government functionaries or others whose business is related to the event participate actively and go back home to later evolve new policies aimed at making things better. Ways of publicizing seminars. There are about 5 different ways of ensuring that a seminar is fully publicized. The first strategy is the in-house publicity which the organizers of a seminar engage in. For example, the Department of Adult Education, University of Ibadan, in organizing a seminar or conference initially briefs members of staff about the event, and this has ways of keeping everybody informed about some basic aspects of the seminar. Visitors to the department are therefore informally briefed either when they seek such information or when they are thus directly told. They help to spread the news to the various agencies, institutions, or any other organizations where they are based. Another in-house organ is the newsletter of an organization which features the event for others to see. It is not uncommon for the director of a seminar to send a note to the public relations officer informing him of the forthcoming seminar and asking him to give it all the necessary publicity. Part of this necessary publicity will be to inform the mass media organizations in the country and, if possible, outside the country about the seminar. Incidentally, all these are done at no extra fee to the seminar organizers. The second strategy is the direct use of the media themselves. On the one hand, the organizers of a seminar can send a press release about the seminar to the media organizations, e.g., the Daily Sketch, the New Nigerian, and the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State or the Nigerian Television Authority. This is with a view to getting them to inform the general public about the event. While the mass media collect no fee for such social service, they are, however, averse to seminars and other activities which have the launching of one theme or the other embedded in them. These are usually tagged commercial ventures, and they would rather charge fees to cover or even announce such events. Thus, the gains from a press release, especially when it is backed up with a visit, are as follows. 1. It ensures that adequate publicity is given to the seminar at no extra cost to their organizers. 2. The media organizations in fact attend and cover such events and report back to the public, again at no cost. Rewards such as seminar bags, files, or mementos may, however, be given to the crew that cover the event, and they may also participate in the tea break, cocktail, or some dinner sessions specially arranged. In addition to the above, the mass media could be involved at the level of advertising. All mass media organizations have advertising sections. However, unlike the press release, which is free, advertising in the newspapers and on radio and television involves the use of money. The seminar organizer may do an in-house writing of its advertisement information and ask a mass media organ to publish the information at a fee. In some cases, the assistance of the media organization could be sought in drawing up the information in a catchy way to help attract the needed clientele. The organizer is thus expected to submit information on the following. 1. The title of the course. 2. The date on which it is being run. 3. The theme of the course. 4. The organizer's name plus logo where needed. 5. The objectives of the seminar. 6. The special guest expected at the opening. 7. Some of the topics already listed for discussion. 8. The names of the speakers and resource persons. 9. The seminar fees. Other information like whether the seminar is residential or not, or where to contact the organizers, the deadline for applications are also needed. In deciding to advertise your seminar in a newspaper or on a radio or television station, you need to re-examine a number of things. First, is the geographical spread of the clientele you want to reach? Are they spread in such a way that they would be better reached by radio or television or even the newspaper? For example, where you are organizing or directing a workshop on functional literacy and the target group is spread throughout the Federation, will a newspaper not be better? And if so, which of the existing ones in the country will be most effective? A seminar director who has decided on using newspapers and whose seminar is coming up in Ibadan may want to use the New Nigerian, the Daily Times, and the Daily Sketch. With the Daily Sketch, he can easily consolidate his home base as the paper is easily available in the western states of the country. Also, another consideration here is the government functionaries in the state who own the newspaper, that is, the Oyo, Ondo, and Ogun State, may have a policy of ensuring that they obtain a copy of the advertisement, and as such, any advertisement in it reaches the policy makers, who may then decide to sponsor the much-needed clientele. The choice of a paper like the New Nigerian may be based on the strict sense that both the clientele up north had reached direction, while the policy makers in government also have the information. As for the Daily Times, its choice is based on its generally stature as a federal government organ. Apart from this, and perhaps arising from this national recognition gained over the years, the advertisements in it are always more than the ones in the other existing newspapers and even the so-called purely business papers or magazines. Apart from these newspapers and the reasons which have been mentioned, other factors may also influence the choice of newspapers. In fact, what we have done so far is to use the mentioned ones as examples. For instance, I would be more inclined to advertise a coming conference of the Association of Nigerian Authors (ANA) in the Guardian rather than choose any of the earlier mentioned newspapers. This is because of the reputation which the paper has built over the years in the literary arena and which easily gives it away as a veritable tool for reaching those clientele who have a bias for literary works or those who are interested in reading rich, incisive academic-related articles and other expositions. One of my neighbors who works in a bank once taunted me with this when he advised the vendor to give a copy of The Guardian to me, purporting that it is the Akada people who read it. Having said all this, you may need to be reminded that the need to reach your audience, however great, should not necessarily force you to use the various media to advertise. This is because you should consider other hidden objectives in the running of the seminar, such as the need to break even and in fact by your resource person and others at the end of it all. If, for example, your participants at the seminar are paying 100 naira and you do not expect to have more than 200 of them, on a realistic calculation, advertising in the newspaper may need to be checked either by reducing considerably the amount to be used and in effect the advertisement space in the paper, or you forego the formal advertising totally and just concentrate on other form of publicity. You may be able to use sports announcement on radio or television, although this may also be costly depending on the number of words or the number of times you want the information heard. Another way of publicizing your seminar or workshop is to write letters directly to the clientele involved, especially the heads of the unit responsible for sponsoring them. This appears to be the cheapest yet most direct way of getting the clientele informed. To do this successfully, you need to observe a number of guiding rules. 1. Immediately you are informed that you need to organize a seminar or workshop, start getting a list of the addresses of all those organizations or individuals who may benefit from the seminar. They are usually known as the target audience, and the list could be a long one. Where the obtainment of this list is posing a problem, you may consult an agency or organization based in the town or state capital from which you are operating. For examples, for a seminar on functional literacy, the initial identification of the Agency for Adult and Non-Formal Education in Oyo State may be a good starting point. A meeting with the director should help reveal other agencies or bodies carrying out such functions in the Federation with their addresses possibly obtained. Also, there may be other organizations whose activities are related to those of the AANFE in Oyo State in some respect, either because they both work in the rural areas or because they are involved in literacy work. These are what you may call auxiliary organizations, having identified them, e.g. MAMSA. You then go on to obtain their addresses all over the Federation. 2. In the same manner, you can get the addresses of local governments in the Federation. Indeed, you may contact the National Center for Adult Education in Kano. Such a center may even assist by sending you a list of adult education organizations at voluntary or official levels, or it may help you to pass the information on to the necessary organizations. 3. Combine the recently discussed form of publicity with the advertisement which you decide upon. What happens really is that the information is further reinforced for participants to be who may have heard elsewhere. 4. Open personal links with participants who have attended a similar seminar in the past. When written to, such people are easily more motivated to come and thus put pressure on the head of their unit to sponsor their participation. This is, however, a double-edged sword here, where a former seminar had been poorly rated by the same participant who therefore does not want to attend a repeat performance. There is the likelihood that he may not come. He may in fact go out of his way to tell others about his experience. The advice here at all times is that every new seminar must be able to offer something unique about itself which may stimulate the clientele to come in spite of any past experience. But more importantly, a seminar must be worth its salt at all times. After all, the participants have paid for the services. 5. You may also wish to publicize your seminar by seeking assistance, sponsorship from various organizations. Though mild, this assistance seeking where it really is needed help to inform concerned organizations about a seminar which is definitely related to their activities. 6. Finally, what comes out at the end of a seminar, like the communique or resolutions passed, it's also a form of publicity and which in actual fact is sent to media houses for publication at no extra cost to the organizers. In the 1990 seminar on community development, which this writer directed to the Department of Adult Education, University of Ibadan, and each participating member was given an extra copy of the resolutions passed to give to a media organization in their respective states. Reports received later showed that the strategy worked. Study section summary. In this study section, we have examined the various publicity-related issues in the organization of seminars, conferences, and workshops. We also pointed out that the use of advertisements to promote publicity is very important, but that we must be able to build the cost of the advertisement in such a way that it will not affect the overall lectures expected. We further identified a number of other ways by which publicity could be enhanced, either through the opening of a direct link with the audience or through the use of press releases and the seeking of sponsorship support. This is the end of study section 9. Thanks for listening.